I have Roisin here. Roisin has been on her Paragon journey for 2 months.
Yeah.
2 months now. Roisin, you've been absolutely smashing it. I'm just going to ask you a few questions here to share with the viewer on the other end of the lens exactly how your journey's been. So, Roisin, if you just want to start off by telling me, where were you before you started Paragon?
Yeah, so before coming to Paragon, I wasn't doing much fitness-wise. Kind of done the odd walk when I could, but just kind of wasn't really committing to it. I previously tried Slim World. Again, it kind of worked whenever I was attending, but I couldn't sustain it because it wasn't long term. You know, I wasn't attending every class because I wasn't really being held accountable.
Right.
And then when I left, then I wasn't sustaining it because it wasn't a sustainable diet.
Grand, okay, thanks for sharing that. And was there anything at all that you were worried about before you joined Paragon?
Yeah, so there was a few things. I suppose just being able to do the exercises. I did have a gym membership before, but always kind of just stuck to the low intensity workouts like yoga and stuff. So anything high intensity really freaked me out because I didn't know what I was doing.
Right.
And then just kind of having the time because I kind of work shift work, so trying to structure that into my working week. But my boss was really supportive and giving me kind of those days off to work around it, which has been good. And because they're only half-an-hour sessions, it fits into my schedule okay.
That's super, like that is absolutely fantastic. When you were saying that you were sort of worried about not being able to cope with the exercises and that, like what would you say now, like 2 months on, like how would you say you feel with confidence with all the lifts, the techniques, like where would you say you're at right now?
Yeah, so I feel like I've grasped it, just with having the support from the coaches here. You're always kind of always supported and shown the exercises, you know, the way that you need to be doing them. And there was a few weeks, you know, that I was really struggling, thinking I wasn't doing it right. And when I spoke to Anna Marie and stuff after the class, she was able to show me how to do the lifts properly and stuff. So it's just kind of having confidence in it, but also not being scared anymore. You know, once you kind of gain the ability to do them, you know, you're able to then sustain them in all the other classes.
Super, brilliant. And obviously the diet was a big thing for you, so you were talking about previous experience with Slimming World to now coming on board with a completely different concept, which is calorie tracking. So if you just want to talk us through a bit about that, because I know initially it was a struggle for you, wasn't it, eating more food?
Yeah, I really struggled, especially with the protein. I was like, well, what's protein? I'm quite a fussy eater, so thinking I was going to have to eat all this crazy stuff. But I actually realised it was a lot of foods that I actually ate, just eating more of it and eating at the right time of the day. And with me working kind of 2 jobs, I was always just eating on the go, grabbing, you know, sandwiches, unhealthy snacks and things like that, and just kind of maintaining that throughout, you know, the days that like I can actually have something if I need it, you know, kind of to track it within my calorie tracking, but also kind of eating fruit or meals, so I'm not grabbing for like scones or biscuits and things throughout the day to keep me going.
And you find it flexible then? It works
definitely,
with
and I can have, you know, if I do want a chocolate bar or a packet of crisps, you know, I can have them, which is really good. So it's not as terrifying as I thought.
Brilliant. Everybody loves a wee snack, don't they? Yeah. And at what stage would you say that you realised like I'd made the right move, you know, the results were starting to kick in? Because obviously at the start, I think around about week 4, you were getting a wee bit sort of impatient, maybe be the best word to say. So at what stage did you feel that this is all starting to connect when you started to see the results?
Yeah, so when I started to kind of feel kind of leaner in my clothes, I was noticing that my jeans weren't as tight and I could actually fit comfortably in my clothes. And a lot of my friends and family were saying to me, but I wasn't actually seeing it. So then I kind of took some pictures and it showed how much I've actually lost and kind of just being toner within my body.
Perfect.
So yeah, just seeing the changes in my clothes, but also my energy levels, you know, I was actually feeling more energetic, so I was actually going for a walk maybe after class or my days off, you know, because I had the momentum, I didn't want to, you know, let it go, so just having the energy, kind of just to do other exercises as well.
Great. And how long in would you say that was before like you sort of were in your own mind going like this is working, like how many weeks in?
Like 2-3 weeks in, I think, you know, just after classes, I think, you know, whenever the weather was still quite bright, I was able to go for like a big walk after and not, you know, struggle as much as I used to.
That is absolutely super. And what would you say has been the #1 biggest, most impactful thing for you since you started your journey?
I think just gaining the confidence to come to classes and kind of just, you know, believing in myself and actually looking at myself and being like, you know, I can do this. And just with everybody within the bootcamp class, everyone's really supportive. I thought I was going to look really silly and, you know, I would feel like I was holding the class back, but everybody was just really supportive and, you know, encouraging.
Great.
And kind of just telling me that, you know, they were once in my stage, you know, and we all kind of start on our journey, but we all get there, you know. So
Oh, yeah,
just the
yeah.
support has been really helpful. It doesn't make you as nervous to come.
Love it, absolutely love it. And who would you recommend this to?
Just anybody out there who is thinking about starting their fitness journey, and I think just, you know, just anybody who's scared to go to the gym, you know, coming to classes that are kind of smaller and, you know, more, you know, structured, that you can get the support from a coach. If you're like myself, who went into the gym and you're absolutely terrified, looking at the weights, not knowing what to do, you know, coming to something like this to learn, you know, those skills. So yeah, just anyone who was like myself, who was fearful, you know, it's not as scary as it actually, as you build it up to be in your head.
Brilliant. Well, listen, Roisin, well done. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Massive high five to you.
Thank you.
Keep killing it. That's us out. Peace out.
Thank you.
Bye bye.